Hello, Mama Power about Global Info Analytics. And Monday 23rd March 2026. Yapa Edmabu Antuma and on the post in the last past weeks.
Many mamma was saying, I'm more about Mr. was saying, hey, did you can't research and we are, Obeso Scrabbe, now like a video so Eddie Amame. And Papa Musah Danquah, the only poster in this country, Ghana Funina, Ajano Atum. Oh, didn't come up in an common, so we are NPP, Nina say, ooh, Tiana say, oh, sha, Biana in Sambia or Becanona, and Yode. Ye, na be dancer said, and say security service recruitment here, of course, your own sense, some abe de ja, or Ghana Memuhano. Nkofobinum susu se ebia saa nsem na ekoso no ene koku akuafo mu koku bua yate so a wo mu no ma NDC aye on popra ya papa Musah Danquah obekan ese omuguso ye survey bi e de afa NPP ne NDC ho ono de ahye Ghana football se ontwen ma elections bi enu ho ansa na wo de polls bi ababonten oguso ye nadwuma na oye no calendar no wasi Wednesday di anim ye e na for results no ebeba bonten na mmom waba bonten ene Ghana fo ababekasa a wate sa results no ho kakra e de akire ebi e na mede ba besumui na ne nsem na oka no ope akire say 2028 Kenya ne ken NDC ebetumi assign so amwene elections no emfa ho de ebesi ene de ebekoso still na they are enjoying the goodwill Ghanaians edema omono ne nsem na oka no esise so ana say one no enya adwensa yenko hwe ni video no na mesero so ubenya botre na wahwe video no ede akokosi awie be say 2 days no so bedi nkomo bi be de say video no ebeto aso nso ede amount hwe ni na ewia na wakoko message ho na wakire wadwe enye atemunidie yes unya unsubscribe ye nso se na medi kan ekan ye no na wa subscribe na wa ye part of this amazing family ma hyemobo sense bia lefa politics ho de obenya bi ahwe wa ha na wanya bi nso atie shema wonu bi na ono nso onya bi ehwe.
Hello, Mama Power about Global Info Analytics. And Monday 23rd March 2026. Yapa Edmabu Antuma and on the post in the last past weeks. Wednesday they did the full report in my papa and they shared demography, party affiliation. And Niama Adedi in the policy. Yes, started free party affiliations. Oma in Modin Kitahono, party banner almost say or modo. A better comparison between December the end and day. Near share the differences are in the last 3 months. Before I make comment, my main concern. Global Info post there, any agenda post. Yenfa post ni matama ye feel say the be air course or na be being course there be every quarter. So March, July, September, and December or June, July. Whether rain or shine, post never out. You fire post Emma out because party BBB and I person you're drowning out. No, we don't do that. You will fix calendar. It is a party be all programmer part for calendar no if I program. Make us say yeah poll no but out just to drown out your programs. There be any sir. Young anyway. In the last survey no among it be some say part ben or modom and amotuma. Na MPP 26%, NDC 41%, floating voters 19%, other parties 3%, I won't disclose 11%, and net MPP 25%, NDC 45%, floating voters 17%, other parties 3%, I will not disclose 10%. Oshek the SC across the regions now, and NDC is majority in all the regions in terms of party affiliation, except Ashanti region. Mamemo the key regions be Encantrell, Ashanti region and MPP 34%. Omo openly kase omo MPP 4 34%. NDC 30%, floating voters 23%, Ashanti region. Oba Central Regional, NDC 57%, MPP 19%, floating voters 10%. Greater Accra, NDC 53%, MPP 28%, floating voters 13%. Eastern Region, MPP 29%, NDC 41%, floating voters 16%. Northern Region, MPP 26%, NDC 49%, 18% floating voters. Northeast, NDC 36%, MPP 21%, floating 21%. Western Region, MPP 18%, NDC 44%, floating 15%. Voter Region, NDC 42%, MPP 13%, floating voters 23%. So this is the changes we have seen across the region. Now, here party affiliation by education. Omukra Junior High School, MPP 32%, NDC 40%. Omukra Senior High School, MPP 26%, NDC 46%. Tertiary, MPP 21%, NDC 45%. No formal qualification or education, MPP 24%, NDC 47%. Oba age group, a kind of sample. Yes, age groups. It is very clear, sir, NDC now dominates among the younger people. Omamadi 18 to 24, NDC 44%, MPP 22%. 25 to 34 years, NDC 50%, MPP 20%. 35 to 44 years, no, NDC 43%, MPP 25%. Omo year 45 to 54, NDC 40%, MPP 32%. 55 to 64, NDC 40%, MPP 34%. Above 65, NDC 45, MPP 31. So what we can see, and I said, the younger the voter, the more support they go for NDC, and the older the voter, the more they support MPP. It means MPP has aging voters, NDC has younger voters. This has implication. Now, proportionately, almost 44 years and below, we can vote in the boom. MPP for around about 66% below 44 years, and this for around 79%. And now the general population now around 77%. So you can see, sir, MPP is misaligned in terms of almost young, and that is a big problem. I also address it going forward. Now, one thing we can also point out from the survey, they say, I find an MPP for business Dawson. We MPP for Sinchenya, about 24% of them, if the Ashanti region, another 24% of them, if we Greater Accra. It's between Greater Accra and Ashanti, Omo account for 48% of all MPP voters. Two regions account for big number of MPP voters. But Oba NDC, Ashanti region and Greater Accra only account for 37%. So you can see, sir, NDC is not relying on one single region, but I think almost spread the base across many regions. We actually say MPP needs to broaden beyond these two regions. Share party affiliation again by religion. Or let me leave it and take the accounts, the account factor, which is very important. Ethnicity. 40% of accounts now say they belong to NDC. 40%. MPP is 30%. This has never happened before in our polling history. NDC has 10 points advantage among accounts compared to MPP. Last 3 months, a 5 point advantage. Now a cost to 10 points. Ghana for NDC, Ghana than before, 25 is support to NDC, sorry, MPP. 56 is support to MPP. Evers, 12% is support to MPP. 52% NDC. The Molly Labanis, MPP 24% and 48% NDC. That's the major ethnic groups. So you can see that MPP is disadvantaged across all major ethnic groups. They used to be dominant in their regions, no longer. Now, we NDC for a scene change across the country are 41% account for, 12% Ghana Dangbe, 12% Ewe, 13% Molly Labani. Over MPP more, 55% account for, 9% Ghana Dangbe, 12% Molly Labani, and others 9%. So you can see, sir, MPP is still heavily reliant on the accounts. Now 55%. NDC rely on accounts but only 41%. Yet account for don't want a support to NDC. So it means NDC has broadened its base beyond accounts and go across Ghana Dangbe, Ewe, Molly Dagbani, other ethnic groups, and even the ones. Thank you very much, and bye-bye. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Global Info Analytics again. My name is Musah Danquah. This afternoon, we are beginning to give you an insight into what is happening on the national tracking poll as far as party affiliations are concerned. Now, at the moment, the people we've spoken to on the street across the entire country, 46% of them openly identify themselves as NDC. 25% or so at the moment are saying they are MPP. About 16%, 17% say they are floating voters. About 10% will not disclose their party affiliation. 2% say they support other political parties. And nearly 0.1% say they are UP, Alliance Democratic Party. Now, if you look at this same party affiliation in the swing regions, the swing regions, we mean the Greater Accra, the Central region, and the Western region. The number is far more higher for the NDC. About 58% of people openly say they are NDC in these swing regions, compared to 22.5% or so for MPP. And floating voters is about 10%, 9.7%. And then those who don't disclose their party affiliation is about 7.6%. And 1% support other parties, and Alliance Democratic Party is 0.4%. Now, if you dig again into what we call the major Akan regions, which is the regions that are mostly Akan. Here we have Ashanti region, Ahafo region, Bono East, Central region, Western region, and Western North. Now, those who say they are NDC in December were 35%. Now that number has grown to 42.5%. And those who were saying they were MPP in those dominant Akan regions were 27%, now down to 25.9%. Those who are floating voters were 18.5%, now down to 17.2%. And those who say they will not disclose their party affiliation, they were 15.4% before, now 11.5%. And for those who support other parties, they were 3.6%, now down 2.2%. And Alliance Democratic was 0% and now nearly 1% in the Akan regions. So we are beginning to see how party applications are shifting. And if you look at the two data, it means that NDC has increased their share in the Akan regions by quite a big amount, nearly 7% compared to December poll. And MPP has declined nearly 1.5 or thereabout. Now, the most scary part is this one. Among the Akans, people who are Akans in the country today, in the last poll, about 34% of them were saying they belong to NDC, and 30% were MPP. In the ongoing poll, NDC has gone to 41% among Akans across the country. MPP has declined from 30% to 29%. So we can see that NDC is really taking a foothold in their candidates. These candidates happen to be MPP stronghold. That is something that MPP must worry about. Thank you.